The Art of Possibilities by Mary Bowman. I was once told that in order to move forward, one must be aware of the past so as not to repeat such. Sankofa, a gift from Ghana, teaches us it is wise to not only peer into the past, but also collect nuggets necessary for the journey, the art of living, a type of wisdom only afforded those who aren't afraid of the dark. Oh, remember how dark it was when the boogeyman walked into the disco, not too far from the hole in a stone wall, sashayed to the rhythm of fresh freedom, sexual revolution untelevised. When the closet doors crept open, the boogeyman tiptoed out behind us. There was no intention on closing the door. Remember the time we fell in love in San Francisco, around the same time we fell into a trap. Picture this, not Sicily, but the Castro, 1981. CDC say something about declining immunity in gay men, something we knew all too well. Death is a part of life, but who wants to die right after one has become alive? 121 people made plans for tomorrows that would never come. Finally, a flashlight, 1982, San Francisco AIDS Foundation, gay men's health crisis, the same year the boogeyman got its name, acquired immune deficiency syndrome. 1984, the community joined forces, forming AIDS Action, all while the band still played on. Maybe Reagan didn't hear about the 4,251 deaths in our nation so far. 1985, we lost Rock Hudson, gained Elisa and Ryan White. Turns out AIDS isn't only for the gays. Reagan finally has the guts to say AIDS. The boogeyman made his way to the corners of the world. 1986, Cleve Jones turns numbers into names. HIV was declared the virus that causes AIDS, and Matt comes in to help. 1987, the great Liberace retires permanently from life. Time to act up, take AZT, and show the world better than we can tell them, laying out 1,920 panels of names on a quilt, down the street from Reagan, big enough to combat the coldness of years of negligence. 1988, while I was cooking in my mom's belly, Elizabeth Glazer provided a safety net for babies like me born with HIV. Ryan White testifies to provide better tomorrows for us all. December 1, the world remembers those lost and supports those living. As a community, we turn on the lights in the 1990s. When the lights come on after a party, it's not a pretty sight, but luckily we had organizations like ACT UP who didn't mind its sweaty, exhausted eyes, barefoot with heels in hand, could no longer keep quiet because women get AIDS too. The 90s brought us hope, taught us the magic in humanity as we watched Hadia tearfully tell Irvin and the world that we're just normal people. Art imitates life in Philadelphia, Visual Age launched Red Ribbons, and Mac and Napwa build USCA, AIDS Watch, We Get Heart, Patcha. At the end of the century, the boogeyman is exposed, standing in the light of love. This is the art of living. This is the art of strength, courage, tenacity, community. The art of possibility is pursued by those unafraid of the dark, those who come to be a source of light like Viv Healthcare, their arms stretching the span of 20 years, providing space to share information, insights, and experiences. Calling on the community to drive the conversation, to provide the questions, to find answers while remaining a resource. Understanding the importance of intergenerational connection, Viv offers space for the youth to keep the lights on, developing leaders tomorrow. Because the boogeyman won't live forever, we work relentlessly towards an end, no matter what color, age, sexual orientation, gender identity. The best way to eradicate AIDS is together. When it's all said and done, we will pack our pain-stained posters, pins labeled with our lives, and close the doors we fought so hard to open. We will say farewell to the days our eyes were filled with what seemed an ever-flowing river, the days when our bodies painted cities and towns the color red, when our voices strained, broken, yet kept speaking. Our hands blistered and bloody, holding on to the promise of the end. We will throw away our stigmas as well as the world's. We will throw away the doubts and the fears. We will only hold on to our stories, the ones we carried through decades of suffering, our ribbons, the banners of our pride, our loss of friends and family, and I don't know if we will have enough energy or even the desire to ask what happened, or why the world was so mean. We will probably just say thank you, because what's a good fight without worthy opponents? What is love absent of hate? What is strength without pain? What would be life without our patchwork quilt of death? We will say thank you, because it was all worth it.